Hello everyone, this is Candid Learners. I hope you are doing well. We are continuing with our VB.NET beginner course, and this will be lesson 3. In this lesson, we will focus on working with a text box and labels. We are going to create our first complete, functional, simple calculator to demonstrate how text boxes and labels work. So, the first thing we are going to do is to drag 2 text boxes from the toolbox to our form and change a few properties on them. Let's also drag a button to our form and change some properties as well. Let's change the name property of our controls. If you can't remember the difference between the name and the text property, feel free to visit lesson 2 where we explained it. Now that we are done, let's double-click on our button so we can start writing our lines of code. We are going to start by creating variables. A variable is essentially a named storage area that your programs can manipulate. Each variable in VB.NET has a specific data type, which determines the kind of data it can store. Variables allow you to retain and work with values during calculations and operations. For example, for our simple calculator, we are going to use the first number variable to store our first number in the program. Dim is for declaring the variable, and it is followed by the variable name, which is of your choice. Double is the data type that we are intending to work with, which stores numeric values with decimal places. There are a number of data types that can be used, such as integer, single, string, etc. Note that the equal sign equal symbol in this example is an assignment operator, not an equality operator. It assigns the value to the variable. In our next video, I will explain a little bit more about variables. In this part, note that txt number 1 is the name of our text box, so we are telling the program to get the value that will be entered in the text box and store it in our variable. I am going to show you how to display our answer using a message box as well as using a text box. To display our answer in a text box, let's copy one of our text boxes, paste it, and change its properties. Now instead of a message box, let's assign our answer to our text box. Let's now add labels. A label control is used to display static text on a form. Unlike input controls, such as text boxes, labels don't allow user editing during runtime. They're ideal for showing descriptions, instructions, or other non-editable information. Labels enhance the user interface by providing context for other controls. For example, a label next to a text box might indicate what type of data the user should input. In this lesson, we have learned the following. Working with text boxes. We learned how to add text boxes to our form and change their properties, such as the name and text properties. We explained that text boxes allow users to input data, which we can then store in variables. Working with buttons. We added a button to our form and changed its properties, such as the name property. We mentioned that we will write our code by double-clicking the button. Creating variables. We discussed the concept of variables, which are named storage areas that programs can manipulate. We explained that each variable has a specific data type, such as double, integer, or string, which determines the kind of data it can store. We showed how to declare a variable using the dim keyword, and how to assign a value to it using the assignment operator equals. Working with labels. We introduced label controls, which are used to display static text on a form. We explained that labels are ideal for showing descriptions, instructions, or other non-editable information, and they enhance the user interface by providing context for other controls. Overall, we have covered the fundamental concepts of working with text boxes, buttons, variables, and labels in a VB.NET application, laying the groundwork for building our first simple calculator application.